everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel, and it's another Wing It Wednesday. Wing It Wednesday, you ask? What is that? Well, that's when we get home from work or any busy day. Probably it doesn't have to be Wednesday, and you're exhausted, you're tired, and you didn't plan what's for dinner, and you're just gonna wing it, right? We're gonna throw some shit together. So, I usually have something thawed out or some leftovers to work with or something. So I do have a pork roast. What the hell was that? Picnic roast. Pork picnic roast? Yeah. Anyway, I made that in a crock pot the other day. So I have some leftovers in the fridge. So that is what I'm going to start with and work with. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But I don't also want to do something where I don't want sweet. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I do have some, excuse me, some sour cream in the fridge. I thought about making, like, I know it's kind of weird with pork, but maybe like a stroganoff-y type thing with it. I was trying to think today at lunchtime. I think I might try that. Maybe make a pork stroganoff of some sort. I do have some frozen cauliflower, mashed cauliflower in the freezer, so I could thaw that out. Or microwave it, you know what I mean. And make the sauce for the stroganoff quick and easy in a skillet, and then throw that over top. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I got more onions, so if I need more onions for it, I could do that. Our stroganoff will not have mushrooms. My husband will not eat mushrooms. I can get him to eat pretty much every other thing in the world, well, besides fish. We're not fish people either, or seafoody stuff. So you'll never see that on this channel. But, yeah, he just won't eat mushrooms. So it won't have that. But I could do onions and stuff. I have some leftover broth in the fridge. I think we're getting somewhere. All right, so let's just do this. And I usually try to do these like within like 30 minutes. You know, at quick meals when you're tired, right? I'm in my comfy clothes. Already switched into those. Took my jewelry off. Well, what I can get off. But we're good to go. Cheers. Let's do this. So another thing about, oh yeah, always wear your protection. Another thing about Wing It Wednesday is you're going to use what you have, right? So it may not be the exact recipe of how you've always made it before, but it'll be okay. It'll be okay. So I'm cutting up my onion. It's starting to, grow some extra stuff in the middle there. It's fine. It's fine, people. It's not mushy or anything. It's good to go. So I chopped up the onion. I'm going to get that sauteed up. Do I get the garlic out of the freezer because I forgot? It's kind of frozen right now. Or do I just use garlic powder? On Wing It Wednesday, you just wing it. You just go with what you feel. So, I'm not getting it out of the freezer. I'm not. Can't make me. So we're just going to use garlic powder. Okay, I just put some butter in here. I'm going to start sauteing this up. I am going to use the jarred garlic so I don't feel as guilty. I do have garlic powder out though. You know what I am going to season it up with though? Even though he doesn't eat mushrooms, he's not allergic to them. He's just whiny about it. So I had some mushrooms that I had dried and then ground up in powder. So I do toss this in. He has no idea. To get a little bit different flavor. So, whoops. Tricky. He also eats these popcorn at this place that we go to a lot, and it's got truffle seasoning on it, truffle butter. He has no idea that truffle is a mushroom. I don't tell him. And he loves the popcorn. Careful not to burn your garlic. Nothing worse than burnt garlic, man. I turned down my heat. I'm going to add in some chicken broth. turn it back up. I didn't want my garlic to burn. I am going to still add in a little bit of garlic powder. No fighting, children. Let's all just get along. A little bit of my magic powder. I feel like a mom that tries to hide vegetables in the kids' food. Alright, we're going to get this simmering here a little bit. I'm also going to add in a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. Screw it. Empty that out of my cupboard. A little bit of, you can use Dijon mustard. We don't really care for Dijon, so we use the spicy brown. We have a situation. I left the fridge open. Yeah, this happens almost daily. Get out of there. Look how full this is, and it's gonna get right in there with all the bread. I'm gonna add a little paprika in here. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of thyme, just a hint. Okay, so if you weren't doing low carb, you could use, this is where you make, like, you could put some cornstarch in, or slurry, or flour. I'm using this, glucose, no. Anyway, it helps thicken, but you just use a slight amount. Oh, I love the smell of Worcestershire sauce. And yes, I do know, right? Worcestershire has anchovies in it. But we accept that. That's fine. Didn't I have anchovies in it? Oh, maybe not. Maybe my bad. Someone told me that. I don't know. So I'm just trying to thicken it up a little bit. In the meantime, I'm going to cut up some of the roast in smaller portions. You can see I have a good amount left. That way we can toss that in here in a few minutes. I'm just going to give it a few minutes to kind of thicken up a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to throw in my roast. Obviously, if you had beef roast, you could do this, right? I did a pork one. Oh, might be a little too much roast, but I have, no fear, I have more broth. Or you could use white wine. Just want to make sure I have enough gravy. Some pepper in here. Salt. Now remember, my roast is already seasoned, so now I'm going to get out the sour cream. All right. This is what makes it yummy. You can do this over, you know, whatever you do stroganoff over normally. If you have egg noodles or rice or cauliflower rice or whatever. I just had the frozen, and they're easy to get to. Cauliflower mashed potatoes, so that's what I'm going to do. Let that heat up a little bit. I'm going to taste it just to make sure. Damn, that's good. That is yummy. I feel like I should add a little bit more roast. All right, I'm just going to add just a little bit more. warmed up, tenderized, so it shreds a little bit. Oh my God, this is gonna be so good. Okay, so this is my frozen mashed cauliflower. So I'm gonna throw that in the microwave, get that going, so that topping can go over top of this. Want to say hi? No? You done? Look. No? For real, you're done? Look at your baby. Oh, so cute. What'd you do with brother? You run him off? Aww. I'm cute. Mama says I'm cute. Nope. He's gonna go find brother. Okay, we're done. I piled the mashed cauliflower on here. Put my stuff, my concoction on top. Probably very hot. I know the mashed cauliflower is very hot. I already know it's going to taste good because I tasted it in the thing, right? But that's good. That's really good. I never thought of making stroganoff before with, I don't know, you always think of beef stroganoff, right? Not pork stroganoff. But it's good. That was good. Need to make this. I will make this again. I'm always trying to find different things for leftovers, obviously, but for roasts, beef roasts and pork roasts, and we tend to get a lot of pork roasts when we get our free fair meat from where I work. And I love pork roasts. I'm not always a huge like pulled pork barbecue person, so it's like I want to find other things to do with them, right? You know, so that's always like a little challenge for me. This is good, very good. It'd be very good with the beef roast too. So, you need to try that. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you are enjoying my little series of Wing It Wednesday. And see what we throw together, wing it, put it together after a long, hard day of whatever you got going on. And yeah, using what you have in your house. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe if you haven't. It'll tell you when I put up a new video. And cheers.